Hi there, I'm back. And it's still Thursday, and it's still August 17th, but now it's. I have to put my glasses on for the time. Ta da! Okay, it's almost 6:45. There you go. And I was sitting playing a silly little game on Facebook. It helps me to clear my mind, it helps me to wake up my brain, it helps me to do just something nonsensical for a few minutes. And as I was playing it, I heard, "This too is a form of meditation." Stopped and thought about that for a second. And I realized, yeah, it is. Because when I play this silly little game, and I've been playing it for years, it allows thoughts to come in because there's really not much to do. You just kind of, click the keyboard or click your mouse. And it helps me to clear my thoughts. I got thinking about that a little bit further, and I said, well, maybe someone else needs to hear that. In my classes, I always say meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Almost every light worker that's out there, from Blair Robertson to James Van Praagh to Deepak Chopra, the teachers that are out there always talk about meditation. And yet when I follow their posts and a lot of people talk about it, they don't quite get why or even how to. And so for my students, I taught them a very simple exercise to meditate, and that was to become aware of yourself at this present moment. And the easiest way to do that is to start by being aware of your breath. Taking a deep breath in, doesn't have to be, don't hurt your lungs, but to breathe into the count of 4 and to breathe out to the count of 4. To breathe into the count of 4, to breathe out to the count of 4. But I've never come back on here and explained sort of the next step after that. The reason I say breathe into the count of 4 and breathe out to the count of 4 is because your mind will not allow other thoughts to enter when you're counting. But when you stop the meditation, your mind is clear, and usually your very next thought is divine guidance, most of the time. But there are other forms of meditation as well. I say to everyone, prayer is also a form of meditation. The difference in prayer is we talk to God, and when we do meditation, we listen to God. So the idea behind meditation, no matter how you process it or how you do it, is to quiet your thoughts long enough to be able to hear God's messages, divine messages. So when you get all those thoughts and to-do lists and coming up in your head and all that other stuff, you just kind of need to let them just drift on by. Don't focus on them, and come back to centering yourself and following your breath in and out. Just nice, gentle rhythm. Think about the tides in the ocean. In and out. In and out. Now, a lot of people will do visualizations when they meditate. They will do a mantra when they meditate. A mantra is a sound, a Sanskrit or or like an Om sound. They'll listen to flute music. They'll listen to instrumentals softly playing. They'll listen to bells. They'll listen to birds chirp, listen to the ocean waves. But keeping that in mind, know that you can go and sit at a park bench, quiet your mind, and listen to the birds. Listen to the children playing. Listen to the wind rustling the leaves. So long as you have your thoughts, you acknowledge them and they pass on by, and you center yourself and become aware of your breathing. And a lot of people tell me, Monica, I don't have time to meditate. Well, if you're doing the dishes, surely you're not putting them all the way into the dishwasher, for those of us that are fortunate enough to have one, without kind of rinsing them off first. Then you have time to meditate, because all it takes is a couple minutes. Just long enough to get centered in the here and now, in this present moment, without dwelling on the past, without worrying about the future, focusing on the here and the now. We have so much noise in our life, including the game I play, by the way. It has noise. But sometimes I'll turn the sound off. We have so much noise in our life. Either the TV's on, or the cell phone's dinging, or the phone's ringing, or we've got notifications from Facebook, or we're getting ding-a-ling-a-lingies from email, or we're out in traffic listening to all the other cars, or we're listening at work to other people chattering, or we're answering calls at work and we're getting yelled at and all that other stuff. And all this is asking you in meditation is to take a couple of minutes, quiet your mind, focus on yourself and your breathing, something we do automatically, but when you have to think about it, it's different. Just focus on yourself. This is not selfish. This is selfless. And open your heart, your soul, your ears, your inner ears to the divine guidance you will be given. When there's so much noise coming at us from social media and television and wherever, radio, when we focus so much on the noise, we miss the messages that we're being given. People tell me all the time, I ask for signs and I ask for messages and I never get them. I hear that one a lot. And it's like, you have to hit me over the head with a 2x4 before I'll recognize the signs. Well, maybe you need to quiet yourself, and the signs will become obvious. And if you're getting signs, don't make a sign up because you want it to be. Just saying. Because I hear that a lot too. If you see it repetitively, and it's in an unusual space or time from the norm, and you see it more than one time, and you see those things happening a lot, like being in the middle of a parking lot and there's no pigeons, there's no birds, there's no doves, there's nothing, and all of a sudden you see a white feather fall at your feet, you might want to take that as a sign that you're being divinely guided. So I wanted to come on here today just for a few minutes to say, find some time today to put yourself at peace, my favorite word these last couple of days in particular, and take some time just for you to meditate. I think you'll be amazed at how much it will truly help your life in finding the answers that you seek. Namaste. I moved the mouse in the wrong direction. Oops. Have a great day.